I can't believe we're doing Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc in seasons.
I can't believe this might not be our final episode.
Hi, I'm Minty.
Hi, I'm Annie.
Can't say hi, I just said hi.
And welcome to FunUntitled, where we serve every intro with an FU.
Okay, so they did a 1-hour special, so episode 12 was the June Truth.
And honestly, why call it Bleach 1000-Year Blood War when, like, you're only 13 episodes long? That's not 1,000 years.
It's not funny. Although to be fair, the name doesn't make sense anyways, because he was asleep for 1,000 years.
It was a war in the making for 1,000 years.
I guess.
So we go back in time. We're still investigating how Isshin and
Masaki
falls in love.
The only name you remember is Katagiri.
I love my girl. I have a very specific niche, and she fulfills literally everything, but we'll get to that later. So Isshin Shiba kind of like crawls his way back to the Soul Society. I guess he gets like a hell butterfly and like and Yamamoto's like, crawl bitch, crawl.
I'd love this. That door just appeared below him, open and he just falls 1,000 feet.
Like, bye. And she's like, I hope all Soul Reapers are as stupid as him. I cannot believe he wiped out my race. And then Masaki's like, so yeah, I'm living with my cousin. I might marry him. I don't know.
Finally, they said it.
And
we knew they were cousins.
I have this thing in my throat, like, just thinking about marrying my cousin. Or it could be something else, I don't know.
My heart just sinks, literally.
And she goes home and her aunt with the Jimmy legs are like, what are you doing getting bitten by hollows and getting hickeys? Fucking hate ya. And Ryukin's like, Katagiri, did you fucking tattle? And she's like, yeah, I'm a little stinker.
That's some stinking thinking.
And so Ryukin's like, alright, find me that homeless man you bumped into, Masaki.
To be fair though, he wasn't really looking for him. I don't know what he was gonna do. Oh wait, he's gonna find his dad.
Yeah, who's, you know, out in the field. I wish I had one scene of what the hell the dad's doing. Like, training?
No idea.
So he goes off, finds the dad, finds the homeless man, and Isshin.
Oh, that homeless man.
Yeah.
Urahara.
Only homeless man we know. And he's like, I've been studying the holification for 100 years. And it's like, wait a second, Kisuke. Were you there during World War II?
Oh my god, was he?
He's just like, yeah, the Nazis are invading, or they Quincy's. Can't tell anymore.
Manny.
This is the part I don't get. Kisuke's like, the only way to save the holification of the Quincy is to have a counteracting force. So, like, that implies for all the Soul Reapers that got under holification, he had Quincy blood?
They worked to train the holified side. So I don't think they needed a counteracting force, which is weird because they said hollows and humans are the opposite of each other, and then Soul Reapers and Quincy's are the opposite of each other. I'm like, that makes no sense whatsoever. There's no way the opposite of a Soul Reaper is a Quincy. I'll maybe accept human and hollows are opposites, but no way a Soul Reaper and a Quincy are opposite. I guess there's the whole angel and devil motif, but they're still not devils. They're Soul Reapers. They're the Grim Reaper.
That's the part you're hanging up on, not the fact this man has been practicing for 100 years and he says that he has Quincy blood on hand.
He didn't say he had Quincy blood on hand. When did he say he had Quincy blood?
Either that or he's making a giant hypothesis because he said, oh, Soul Reaper, you have to get like Quincy blood and an arrowhead to counteract the holification for a Soul Reaper.
She is the Quincy.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, like, but for Quincy, you gotta flip that and do Soul Reapers.
Right.
I'm saying this 100 years, what kind of testing has he been doing? I want to see hollow rats.
You know?
I want to see little rats who's going under holification and he has to get Quincy rats to save them.
I am confused about that too. Where were these Quincy rats? Maybe that's what the children are. They never explain where those children came from.
Those chillins. Oh my god. I just realized what children you're talking about. You know, one of them does look like Uru, and the name is very similar.
Oh god, I think the name is like Uru.
Yeah, like very close. Uwu.
And the other one's like Kenta, like a basic Japanese boy name. Holy shit, we figured it out.
So he's like, alright, Isshin, things are gonna suck. You will get 10 cons if you sacrifice your livelihood to save this chick you don't know.
Got it. I'll do it.
Okay.
My life is full of cons, and I still live it.
Damn, you wanna think about it 1 second?
Nah, she's hot.
Alright, so I'm gonna put you in this gi guide. Don't worry. Sperm still works.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, okay, at this point, Ichigo is human, Soul Reaper, Hollow, Quincy, Gear Guy.
And whatever the hell Chad is.
Oh yeah, Fullbringer.
At this point, let's just throw in whatever Orihime is.
What is she?
Waifu. That's Ichigo, my baby girl. So
Oh god, his kid. That's what the kid is.
that's what the kid is.
All of that.
Oh shit! So they took out the manga scene where Masaki is in her little soul naked and Isshin saves her and she's like jiggling her mom milkies and he's like, stop bouncing while naked. They took it out of anime.
Yeah, that would have set the mood.
What up? And Wilkin's like, well, I guess I have to give up my love of my life. Am I in love with you?
When I read it, he was not in love with her. He just did it because that was supposed to be the best for the Quincy's.
Yeah, that seems to be the discourse in the fandom about this episode because a lot of people are saying Ryukin loves Masaki and he never loved Katagiri. And like, Katagiri is kind of like this rebound. And I'm like, no, how dare you? Like, okay, is this the point where I gush about Ryukin and Katagiri?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, I have a very specific niche of couples I love and adore. It's when character A is a servant who is also a badass who is in love with character B who is the master, and the master is only emotionally vulnerable with character A. And bonus points, they've known each other since childhood.
Bonus points, they have a kid together.
Oh, if they have a kid together, it's game over for me. Honestly, I think this is the only one where they do have a kid together.
Yeah, I would say he never really loved Masaki. I think he is in love with Katagiri, but there's spoilers for it later, that's why.
See, my thing is because I read someone's like analysis about this. I read multiple people, so I couldn't really credit them.
Oh my god.
But like a lot of people are saying, oh, he wants Masaki to be happy with the marriage. That's proof that he's in love with her. And it's like, no, he just saw his parents' shambling marriage and was like, nah, our relationship has to be a bit more happier than that. And then Ryukin is really cold towards a lot of people, but like he's only really nice to Katagiri and Masaki.
She was cute as a kid.
She was cute.
She looked like one of the Fullbringers though.
Oh, well. I fucking love the picture that Ryukin has of Katagiri and Uru, and they're making the same face. Like, so effing cute.
Oh my god, you're such a sucker for next gen. I thought you were a chosen family kind of trope lover, but you just like people hooking up and making families.
I just like the implication that you can grow old and happy, and like this little thing proves that you had sex.
Like, you just need proof, because they'll never explicitly show the sex scene, so...
Moving on to the more important couple, Isshin and Masaki. I think it's very cute, all the little cute montages they did.
That was super cute.
Yeah, them. Because I think in the manga, it was just like a chibi of like Masaki being the sun and Isshin like spinning around her. So I'm glad they added like actual nice imagery.
Yeah, it was super cute.
So this is the part I got confused on a little. Like on June 17, both Ichigo and Uru's moms died.
Yeah, I think it's much more of a coincidence because of Grand Fisher.
Okay, and then like the mom kind of let herself get eaten because she thought she had the Quincy armor.
Yeah, she was basically gonna do the same thing she did with the White Hollow.
Cause I went so well the first time.
Yeah, and then because she was the full-blood Quincy, she's much stronger than others. That's why someone like Katagiri, who's mixed blood, just died.
She just kind of dropped.
Why Uru didn't die, I don't know. Maybe because he does have the blood of a full-blood Quincy? I don't know.
Well, technically, doesn't all half-breed Quincy's have the blood of a full...
well, I don't know. Maybe it's not as watered down. Maybe it's like having a mixed breed, you know, the immunity is just better.
And also, you cannot have a German guy do a selective killing process without imagery in your head.
To be fair, though, it wasn't selective. He wanted everyone dead.
Well, everyone didn't deserve it. That's why Ryukin lived.
That is true.
I guess that's why Ichigo lived.
Yeah, it's a question of why did Uru survive too?
Here's a better question. How come those twins aren't Hollow/Quincy's?
Twins?
Karen and Yuzu?
They're Quincy's.
I want to see some bowls and Yuzu better come in this arc.
Then never. It's never gonna happen. Are you crazy?
So Ichigo's like, alright, I know where I am. Take me back, black guy. We should know his name.
No, it's like, oh, Etsuya something. He's like never gonna come back.
Okay, fine. So he brings him back. He's like, okay, now I can make you a sword.
Now we get to like episode 13, the finale of season 1 of Thousand Year Blood arc, which I think there's gonna be 4 in total, and the second one will be the separation arc in July. But this is when Ichigo finds the Asauchi that will accept him and become his new blade. It was interesting, right? Okay, so he comes to the realization that Hollow Ichigo is actually Zangetsu, the spirit of his Zanpakuto, and that the one that he thought was Zangetsu is actually the embodiment of his Quincy powers. I always thought this was very cool when I was reading the manga of why the two look exactly like each other. It's like, oh shit, you know? I just think it was cool, but I thought the weird thing was the whole point was that Ichigo never had an Asauchi, so technically he never really had like a spirit of the Zanpakuto, but now that he has, he ended up losing both of them. And
Because the blade is me.
Yes, I understand, but I don't know. I wish he had his own spirit at this point, because now that he has a proper Asauchi to become the spirit of his Zanpakuto, you know, like it would have been a bit more thematic, but him losing it and then becoming one with the blade makes no sense. It just kind of more confirms that Ichigo is special, which we already knew.
Alright, be real with me. I'm kinda not loving the fact he has 2 swords now. But is it gonna be cool?
I don't remember any of Ichigo's fights.
Alright, that's fair.
I remember a lot of fights. Ichigo has never really had any of the better fights in my opinion. Not even like before the Thousand Year Blood War arc. You know, he had really no good fights in Soul Society. I mean, the one with Kenpachi is okay because you like both characters, but otherwise, you know. The one with Byakuya, that's only cool because seeing Zenbo and Sakura is cool. And a lot of Ichigo's fights end with him getting this random power up that he somehow mastered at that moment. Like when you watch the one with him and Ukiura, it like starts off cool, but then it ends with him getting hollowified and defeating him that way. And it's like this power up that you're never gonna use just came out of left field as Deus Ex Machina. So Ichigo never really has good fights in my opinion.
When did we get to see like black hair Ichigo?
I don't remember.
Okay.
That may have passed already.
God damn. Thought that was a hot Ichigo.
You think long hair, black, shaggy Ichigo is hotter than orange hair Ichigo?
No, I just want to see it. I think any Ichigo's hot.
It may have passed. That may have been after Ukiura's battle.
I just want to collect them all. Collect all the hot boys.
And I definitely don't remember his battle with a Grimjow. And his fight with Aizen sucked.
Okay. It was kind of cool, the swords. It kind of reminds me of Yachiru, because she has 2 swords, right?
Yeah, Chiru has 1 sword. Okay, I don't remember if they explained her powers in the Thousand Year Blood War arc or if they already explained it. But her power is that she summons 2 creatures. And what they do the same slash, except one does it before her and one does it after her.
Oh, that's cool. So she technically does 3.
Yes. It wasn't the best fight, but I do like the concept of it. But I think maybe it's already passed because of the whole Kenpachi thing. Again, we're trying not to get into manga spoilers, but at this point, I'm not exactly sure. Because somebody was too slow to rewatch Bleach with me.
Oh, it was me.
Wasn't me. I read the whole manga.
Okay, it was me, I guess.
Not that Hoikumundo's that great of an arc.
I want to see Orihime and Yukiura.
That's over.
Oh, wait,
You're
so
lucky you got Grimjow.
little as a manga reader, is there anything you're looking forward to in the next batch of episodes?
Yeah, honestly, the fights with the like captains and lieutenants against the Storenvy's, there's some really good ones in there. I mostly like seeing new captains and their bankais. Not new captains, but you know.
Oh shit, I love the fact that the green hair girl for the 9th division is a super lieutenant.
That was stupid.
I thought it was funny.
beyond
I was fucking-
stupid.
like, where is she? Oh, there she is.
No, that was just the dumb.
I would love to see the Wizard's Bankai. I think Shinji would have a really cool one.
He does not, I believe.
Oh, well.
I think he has a fairly weak sword, that's why.
Sometimes you get really cool Zenbo and Sakura, sometimes you get Gin's long sword that extends.
No, the fight with Gin is good. I like that one.
Does the guy in the 9th division captain, does he have a cool Bankai?
I don't remember.
Oh, that means it sucks.
I remember Renji's one. Oh my, the one with Kenpachi is so good. But, you know, when isn't his fights good? I like the one with the 8th captain. I like the one with Urahara. Yoriichi has a good fight. These might not be second season fights, though, I will admit.
I mean, I feel like second season has to be just solely Ichigo being like, Uryu, we're like good cousins. You can't cheat on me. And Uryu just does the peace signs like, man, I don't even care this guy killed my mom. Come here, Nazi.
They're not Nazi. We're gonna call him Sternritter.
Like, come here, son, with us that killed my mom.
What's interesting, though, the trailer does say Zabimaru's real name. So if that's gonna be in it, then it's like, oh shit, you know?
I think Rukia gets to play a part. I think I heard her.
Yeah, she gets her Bankai.
She gets her Bankai?
Yeah, it's really pretty. I'm sure the anime is gonna make it even better, which I say, but they fuck fucked up the Yamamoto fight, so who the fuck knows?
You're the only person on the entire internet that thinks they fucked it up.
It's the only match that they fucked up. Like, to me, that should have been a high action fight scene, but it was. Like, honestly, that I think is the coolest power in all of animes. Like, we gotta go redo our best anime powers. Cause I think the time of us recording that episode did not come out.
Alright. Any final words before the audience never hears our Bleach thoughts?
Oh, it'll come out in like 7 months, but I'm glad this arc has the animation it has. I'm glad to see it. Still wish it wasn't for this arc. They should redo Soul Society arc. That would be cool. But I think it has too much humor.
Yeah.
This clearly doesn't put in as much humor as the other ones. They have some.
The only humor they have is if they can make it really pretty, you know? Like the really pretty like dance Donpakuto lobby or the really pretty fat lady turning skinny.
Yeah, this might be Sailor Moon Crystal syndrome.
Oh yeah, I get that. Alright. Peace out from the #1 Katagiri fan and the person who talks too much.
Screw you.